to What We Watch After Dark. I'm Jenny.
I'm Nathan.
And we talk about movies we watch after our little one goes to bed.
Yes. And today we will be talking about one of my favorite films, Stir Crazy. With Richard Pryor, Gene
Wilder,
thank you. Gene Wilder. And this is Sidney Poitier directed movie.
It's from 1980.
From 1980.
So that's 43 years ago.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it, I strongly suggest. So I'm biased on this one, on the review of it.
Where did we find to stream it?
Oh, we found to stream it on, what was it? It was
Hulu, I believe.
Hulu.
But, I mean, not that it's always going to be on Hulu, but, you know.
Right.
And like you were just saying, you've seen this movie many times.
I've seen this movie. It used to play all the time on the weekend movie special. Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't know, I've been watching it since I was a kid. I love both the actors.
So funny.
It really is. And it's surprising because this is during Richard Pryor's crack years. You know, around this time he started burning himself up. Not on purpose, he just cracky. But, you know, well, he moved on, so I will. Yeah.
You know, this movie is about two guys that are good friends.
One's a playwright, mm-hmm. and one is an actor.
Yeah. And, you know, they just seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. They get tired of the big life in New York City and want to go to a small town and start over. And they get jobs at a bank being like their mascot.
Yeah, kind of their mascot or local. Back in the day, banks would do weird things to get people
customers
in. And so they were the woodpeckers. And
they had a little song and dance.
And then they went to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody came by and stole their costumes, put them on, robbed the bank, and got away in their van.
Yeah, so pretty, I guess, damning evidence there that Gene Wilder and
Richard Pryor
were the ones that did it. But, of course, they were at lunch.
They keep saying we're innocent, and Gene Wilder, Skip, has got this outlook on life that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, they see all the commotion at the bank, and he's like, hey, we should go see if we can help.
And he's like, no. And Richard Pryor's like, no. He's always doing something like that. I mean,
they just play off of each other so well.
They really do. They end up in the system.
Yeah, you know, they go to jail, and so they claim their innocence, but of course, what criminal doesn't say, oh, I didn't do it? So.
And for some reason, they got 130 or 125. Well,
that was the worst offense in them parts was robbing a bank. So.
Oh, yeah.
Because they wanted to go to the Midwest. I mean.
Right. Yeah, they were hoping to, you know, somehow make it to California at some point.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they're in jail, and they have, you know, they don't have any money, they don't have anything, and so a lawyer shows up, and you know, I think I'm telling it, you get the idea.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the film because it's so much fun.
And it's just them and their hijinks in jail, as they actually are in a rodeo.
Yes, and it turns out that Skip, Gene Wilder's character, can ride a bull at a 6.
And that was like, blew everybody's mind because here he is, this New York, northern
Yankee.
And he can really ride a bull.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, he was just like, oh, that's so much fun.
And what's really fun is that the prison they used to film this movie was a real running prison. And a lot of the extras were the inmates at the prison at the time. But that they were all on their best behavior for the movie. I guess they were excited to be in a movie. And so
Right
Yeah.
on.
And that the owner of the prison actually had been trying to get into a rodeo for a couple of years, but didn't have the space for the rodeo. So the money he earned from allowing them to use the prison to film the movie actually paid for the rodeo space to be built. Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts. It's an awesome movie.
It's so funny. I think it ages well too.
It does, and it's so fun. I think I give it a 9 on the fact that I think people need to go see this film still.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there's probably several generations that missed it.
Yeah. And it's just such a funny film.
And they play off of each other. I read on IMDb that most of the scenes of them together is just them ad-libbing. And
Yeah.
because they have some crazy physical comedy, just crazy things coming out of their mouths.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
no, I think I would agree with you. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Not for kids.
No. No.
There's cussing, there's boobs, but
Those boobs.
I would definitely say if you're an adult, you would enjoy it.
Well, we're going to go ahead and run the trailer for you right now so you can take a look at it.
I hereby sentence you to serve 125 years.
Have you got the right case?
Columbia Pictures presents Gene Wilder and Richard
I
Pryor
have my head overhauled for listening to you.
together again in Stir Crazy.
I can't feel nothing in my leg.
One's a little too good.
That's Grossberger, the biggest mass murderer in the history of the Southwest.
Nobody has ever just sat down and honestly talked with that man. Hello.
One's not quite bad enough.
They got this Korean doctor just set foot in this country. Make sure you don't get him.
That's right.
He's the one made the mistake on me.
Korean, right?
How do you go?
That's the cat did me.
Could you actually become involved, romantically, with a prisoner?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Excuse me, will you? I'll come with you. Oh,
Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor in Stir Crazy. Only these two guys could dress up like woodpeckers and get framed for robbing a bank. Stir Crazy.
that's right. We're bad.
Imagine all the possibilities if the whole world...
Roll 'em. And we're back. Well, doesn't it look fun? Well, like I said, you can if you have a Hulu account, you can find it there.
And I'm sure you can probably find it elsewhere too.
Yeah, rent it or whatever.
It's a 43-year-old movie. I don't think it costs that much to rent. But
All right. Well, say goodnight, Jennifer.
well, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for watching. We are the mother.
You want me to start out the show or?
Maybe we could have you do it. That's right. Go ahead, honey. Introduce us.